Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Sabbath shalom, y'all. Sabbath shalom. Happy Saturday, happy blessed Saturday, you all. Happy blessed Saturday. Come on in. I want to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer on the Title 17 USC, Sections 107. Allowance is made for fair uses for purposes such as criticism, comments, reporting, teachers, and scholarships and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. It tips the balance in favor of fair use, y'all. Come on in. I just want to come on briefly and talk about the little sister that was without her home. You know, she was online with an online predator, and she was found a couple of nights ago. I believe the same day we posted the Amber Alert, or the next day or the next night, but it was over the night, through the night. She was caught in 100 miles from her home, y'all. 100 miles from her home. And, she was with a Caucasian online predator. Yep, I said it. She was with one of them Caucasian online predators. Yep. And I'll be discussing and going over a few telltale signs of how you can know and be aware that your child could possibly be online with an online predator. You all, shout out to Golden State for they little championship win, y'all. This a old hat right here, but I pulled it out, wiped it off, pulled the dust off of it. This is my color, so I just pulled it out, dusted off, and wiped it off. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shout out to Golden State, man. They played, I actually cut the game off at halftime, man. They was running away with the thing, and don't seem like they could have been stopped at all, from what I was seeing in that first half, I'm a Lakers and a Rockets fan. I grew up liking the teams that my daddy was watching. He was a sports advocate and always on the scene somewhere, attending one of these games and supporting athletes. He was also a coach. So, I was raised playing ball, so I, just represent. I love hats. Anyway, back to the story. Kiana Braxton, you all, she was, like I said, she was online with a predator. Mind you, the little girl is 13 years old. Y'all, 13 years old. So, I know that I'm aware of, these different apps and these different dating apps and, so forth and so on. And, man, that is really hard to watch our children online, is so much access to these different websites and these different online dating apps. They make it so easy for our children to get on there. Mind you, they just allow anyone to open accounts in these places. I think that all these accounts should be ID required when they own up with these certain individuals. Some kind of way the system should actually know that, man, this is a 13-year-old child and this is a 31-year-old man, online predator, going from place to place. From app to app, just trying to see if he can find him a victim, and thankfully and prayerfully, the police department was able to come through and actually track them down, and they actually was on their job. So, I like to give a shout out to my guest. They was Dallas PD, but anyway, moving right along, I want to kind of read you all a clip. But, again, like I said, thankfully she was found, but, it's sad because her mother, she's in a situation to where she have to work a graveyard shift. So she's not able to watch her child at all times. And once some of these girls get out here and get promiscuous or sexually active, and kind of they kind of rebellious follows along with these same kind of actions. So, like I said again, I want to read. Thankfully, she was found. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of who she was found with. Well, I will have it in the thumbnail, but I want to also show you all a picture. This is the man she was captured with. I forgot his name, but now what is she doing online with a sucker like this? But they go to show wolves and devils, they come in all shapes and forms and sizes. And in this particular situation, I don't know what he told this young lady or what they tell them young ladies to actually get them out of their houses and to actually trust them. But it's something missing within these children's lives where they feel like they need to move to the next step or the next level. Some of them want to get out and do grown things, and they're not even prepared to take on the adult responsibilities and livelihoods that it would take to be successful. I mean, to even grow up. At 13, these children's minds not even developed yet. They don't have a full, complete understanding of what's really going on in the world. Yesterday she was 12 years old. Mind you, she's 13. I mean, she looked like a grown up. Physical wise. I mean, because we have these different processed food that we eating. These steroids that they passing on to our children through these food products. So that kind of make them develop and grow kind of fast. But like I said, in this situation, man, this man is a predator, man, and I'm glad he was captured. Before things got any further. And the place that they did capture was able to retrieve this young lady. I mean, there was some other people there. So, thankfully that she was as young as she was, and the police was able to act real fast. They was able to get on the job because, sometimes it take 24 hours, sometimes it take 30 days, just depending on their age, So, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead on and read y'all a little clip. And this particular person was arrested. Now, he was arrested. His name is Nolan Neighbors. Nolan Neighbors, 31 years old. Y'all get a good look at the man because he will make bond. I'm sure he might get a PR bond or a personal reconnaissance. They might let him loose on his own on his own merits. They usually give white predators like that 5, 6, 7, 8 chances. I don't know why, they continue to know these type of people, and know that these people are out there, but then they steady let them out, so you all be on the lookout for this man. Like I say, his name is Nolan Neighbors, and I'm sure that they'll let him out on some kind of second chance, preferably they hold him for a little while. But he is being held under the charges of harboring a teen, harboring which would be a runaway teen, because she willfully left and went out of there, on her own. Anyway, it say a Texas man arrested for harboring a teen he met online who was subjected of an Amber Alert. So like I said, this was so serious it became an Amber Alert, and thankful. We do have this type of system where it's coming on your phones, it's going on the news, TV. I think this is a great system, you know, because you know, it give all the people a chance to be involved, you know, to find these children. You know, these children are our future, and like I said, it's very important that we protect our young sisters, you know, because they young and they growing up, you know, and we need them in our world. And you know, hopefully they can grow up and be good wives and good stewards and teachers and helpers in this mission. But like I said, I want to, I did start reading already. Bless God. All right. A 31-year-old Texas man was arrested after a 13-year-old girl who had an Amber Alert out for her overnight Wednesday was found in Arlington. It say the two agreed to meet up after a chat online. People said the teen was reportedly missing from Honey Grove. Okay. Nolan Neighbors, 31 years old, was arrested Thursday night. This was overnight, you all, for harboring a teen, a runaway teen. Okay. It say the girl's mother had reportedly come home from work midnight Wednesday and found her daughter gone, and the alert was issued shortly. You say Arlington is about 100 miles away from Honey Grove, so was still 100 miles away from the home that she actually live in. It said police said they followed up on a tip that the girl was in the area, and when they arrived, other people were at the apartment or the home as well. And, you know, it's unclear who were neighbors was charged with one count of harboring a runaway. The teen has since been safely returned to her family, you know, so forth and so on. But like I said, thank God, you know, she was safely returned, you know, because you know, some of these dudes, they get out here and they pretty much program these little girls, you know, and some of these little girls, you know, they really think that they are in love, you know, but in all they are experiencing is their, you know, adult hormone side, you know, they smelling themselves, and like I said, these are some of the young teens that has become sexually active, you know, confusing love for lust. Again, I said they are confusing love for lust, you know. Man, like I say, some of these girls are getting caught in this type of situation. Like, I want to go over and a few signs how to tell that your child could be online with an online predator. So I want to list again 10 signs your child could be talking online with a predator. And number one would be spending time, you know, online during late hours. You know, y'all going to bed, you say, hey, look, it's time to cut everything off at 12 o'clock. You know, it's time to go to bed, so forth and so on. And they jumping, sneaking up and doing everything they can do, you know, to get back online. They still up all night, you know, on these particular, like I said, it could be somebody, you know, just possible, you know, some of them could be just game freaks, you know, but like I said, these are still some of the signs. Is they constantly receiving calls and texts from people you don't know. You know, a lot of times, you know, as children, you know, they ain't got but so many friends. Most of the time, your child's friend is a friend with one of your friends' children. You know, so I mean, you kind of know who your child is hanging around, even if they have a few school friends. I mean, you pretty much you know, you become aware of whom these children parents are. So you pretty much know who they're on the phone with, you know, or which little girl that they may be, you know, like I said, on the phone with. So these is one of the signs. If they're always on the phone talking and texting, but you don't know none of these people. You know, you don't know who family they come from or who they talking to. Really, it said the new friends come out the blue. That somebody just popped up, a whole brand new person that they mentioning, that they could possibly be mentioning. It said, all right, that will be number 3. Okay, number 4, it be said they get um, irritable, upset when they can't get online. They very irritable, or they just be all upset. It's time to get off the phone. We fit to go here, or we fit to go there, or we having some type of conversation, and they feel like they so distracted. I mean, that they bothered because they have to disengage with their phone conversation or whomever they may be online with. And number 5, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They switch screens or hide their phones when you walk in the room. If your child up playing, boom, and you walk behind them and they make that old quick gesture. Y'all know that quick gesture. They make that old quick movement, like, and start trying to change the screen. When you walk in, them one of the signs that they could be on the phone with someone that is inappropriate, or could be of an older age. It say they start to withdraw from activities they once loved. I mean, things that they once do, they ain't doing it no more because, they have the desire to be on the phone with whoever this person may be. And number, what is that? Okay, number 6, number 7, gifts. They could be getting gifts. Like this girl, I was looking at one of this little girl, one of her pictures, and they were saying she was 200 pounds, so many feet tall. But I see her on I didn't really look at the handbag, but she had a purse. They maybe get some purses in the mail or something that, or some kind of outfit. It could be an inappropriate outfit, something that a person or a predator would like to see them in, or they would like to let them know that they grown and they sending them some purses, some outfits, or some shoes, that they cannot afford. Well, where this come from? Well, where that come from? And, they could be sending it in the mail. They could be dropping it at the door. They could be dropping it at the back door. But, you ain't pay for it. So, I mean, where it come from? I mean, these are some of the questions that we need to ask our children when they pop up with certain gifts, certain gifts from people that we don't know where this stuff came from, but because it happens a lot. Okay, say then, the 7th or 8th, you find pornography on their devices. Somebody had to introduce them to them. Then you try to track that down. Where you get this from? Well, who you was online with this? Who told you about this? Where you get this online site from? How did you get this? Did somebody send this to you? I mean, you want to ask these type of questions, because like I said, kids, they intrigued. They want to know what's going on. They want to see different things, so we have to watch these type of things. Okay, so then it say they could be having a conversation and turn a normal conversation into a sexual gesture. Something that could be strange. I hadn't thought of one of these sexual gestures right off a hand that a kid could possibly do. But but you having a normal conversation and they start talking about, just something sexual, something that could be close to a sexual orientation. So and say, okay, and last but not least, that they will keep whoever they in that relationship with a secret. Now, if you didn't ask them once, who is such and such and such and such, okay, and then they might brush it off and y'all be playing or kiki, because they could, have that innocent kiki. You know, they want to hide a certain thing. So, and you keep on asking them, and you have to ask them more than one time, then they going far beyond the norm of, you know, trying to keep a secret from you. So like I said, these were some of the 10 things that signs that you know, your child could possibly be on the line with somebody that's inappropriate. I didn't want to tarry too long, so go our first Christ game. I'll be back.